Good afternoon. Welcome to another episode of What's Working Now.
Greetings, greetings. Hello. Happy Easter. Happy
That's
Resurrection Day. It's a glorious day today.
It sure is. It feels good to be back at our new time, 4 o'clock.
Yes.
We started last week. I did make a little snafu.
Yeah, she always doing them things.
I sent out an email for yesterday at 4. So I will definitely clear that up for next week. But we are here on Sundays.
There will be no further deviations, folks.
At 4 o'clock. So on last week, we talked about the basics of Twitter. Twitter talk, Twitter vernacular,
yes.
How to set up your profile.
Very basic stuff.
Just how to get started, what's the environment like.
Thus the importance of doing Twitter, how Twitter can captivate an audience for you just as effective as Facebook, and kill the intimidation of being able to share great content with 144 characters. It's possible, it's doable, we're doing it, so can you. And now we're going to dig in deeper. We're going for a deeper dive.
But before I get started with that, I wanted to share with you a little story. I started Twitter somewhere around 2011 or so. Yeah. And it was an account that was just there. I wasn't concerned about the banner. I really didn't put too much thought about the About page, not realizing how important it is for you to use keywords and really share what it is that you do to get engagement and
branding yourself.
Right. And just getting people that are already on Twitter interested in your tweets. I had no idea. And I would post in there or tweet, if you will, from time to time, blog posts, videos, or anything that I felt was worth sharing. I would tweet it from time to time. Didn't do too much engagement. And the account was just there. Until, I say maybe about 3 weeks now, I decided to jump on this Twitter training. Let me see what Twitter is all about. Let me see, take a stab at it. So I did that, learned some strategies, got a better understanding of what it is and how it works and what the climate is over there. And I found it to be really awesome, better than I expected. So I learned a couple of tips and tactics, and I got results almost immediately. I said, wow, this place is really cool. I like this. The engagement was up, getting leads, getting impressions. I mean, more eyeballs on what it is on what it is I'm doing. Wow, I was blown away. So I'm going to show you what it is that I do. I'm going to give you a snapshot of where I started and where I am pretty much today, just so you can get a taste.
Before we go in there, I want to wake everybody up. I think somebody missed something here. Two words: training, learning. If you're not learning, you're not training in your business simply will not grow. Okay, you can read as much Ziegler's books and John Rome and all of Jim Rome, excuse me, all of the great success stories that are out there. However, if you're not learning, you cannot motivate. Motivation will flatline, because what will happen is you'll get people excited for the moment and it'll trickle over for 3 days, and then they'll hit the wall and they won't know what to do. Now, learning and training requires you to take in new information. You put a new groove in your head, and the minute you begin to understand things, then you start teaching new things. And when people learn new things, they have a higher tendency to put it into practice for a long term. So this is why we do these videos. As we learn, we teach. And we're hoping that as you are listening and watching, you're learning so that you can teach. If nobody else, teach yourself, and eventually you'll begin to teach others.
Absolutely. So without further ado, I'm going to share my screen. So give me a
Some
sec.
hot stuff, hot stuff.
I am that up. I don't know why that keeps coming up, but that's not what I want. There we are. All right, so it's at the end. Let me start the slide. Oh, I didn't want to add. Okay, I wanted to start. Oh, look at me. That's why. All right, here we go. All right, go back to the beginning. All right, so here we are. It took me a minute to get there, but here we are. All right, so how do you build a business on social media? So I just wanted to take you through the basics because this would apply for any social media platform that you decide that you want to promote your business. So the first thing you want to do is build an audience. Next, you want to that audience, you want to provide value that your audience, through relevant problem-solving content and engagement. That is so important. Also through liking, commenting, and in as far as Twitter is concerned, retweets. Get your audience in front of your offers, your lead capture pages, your website, whatever it is that you're promoting, you want to get your audience there.
This is what we really mean by building audience, okay? An audience is a captive body of people who are looking out for your content. This is not adding friends and family members and just, you know, accumulating a group of followers, so to speak. This is something a bit different. You are reaching out to people who are looking for people like yourself, people who are looking for what it is you have to offer, product or service, and you have developed a relationship with them whereby they're relying on you, or at least you are one of their resources in terms of getting information. What is value? Value is providing how-to-dos, what not to do's, things that are very, very universal in our business, in your business niche. Value is also providing people with substance that they can take advantage of and use without them necessarily spending a dime, such is the case with this training here. There's no charge for this training, so we're providing you with a valuable source of information that if you decide that you want to do Twitter, bang, here you go. Liking, commenting, and retweeting. That means that as you give, those people who will actually sign up, or not really sign up, but follow you, they will also leave comments saying that, hey, how you doing, Dari? How you doing, Willie? Say the same thing. They'll leave a comment. They like what you shared. Thank them for it. Ask them if there's something, if that's something they want more of. Retweeting simply means that you saw something that someone put out there that you like, and you are retweeting it, or sharing it with your group. So when people share your stuff, they also share it with your friends. It's like that great movie, Batman and versus Superman opened out. I don't hear any great reviews. Nevertheless, people are talking about it, and guess what? Others will go see it or not go see it.
Right.
Getting your audience in front of your offers. So as you provide value and you cultivate the relationship, then that positions you to make an offer for people to get into your business or service. And your lead capture pages are critical because that's how you capture their information to do follow-up.
All right. All right. So your daily activity on Twitter.
This is hot.
If you have a new account, a brand spanking new account, you want to follow 1,000 people per day. You may say, wow, that sounds like a lot. It really isn't, because business is a numbers game. The more people you get your product in front of, the more apt to someone seeing it that's interested in it, and you're getting a sale. So every 2 weeks, you want to unfollow those people that are not following you, because every person that you follow doesn't necessarily mean they're going to follow you back. So that's why you want to do 1,000, because the whole 1,000 is not going to follow you back. So you want to unfollow people because you want to make room for those that are following you. You want to create fresh, new content every single day. And what is content? It can be a quote, a positive quote that you love and you just want to share. It can be a training that you attended or you're offering. It can be your product. It can be a blog post that you've read and you were inspired by it, or you learned something from it. It could be your own blog post. It could be a video on YouTube. But make sure you are posting fresh, new content every single day. You want to interact with people who are retweeting, liking, and commenting on your content. Doesn't it feel good when you post something and someone retweets it, or someone retweets something of yours? It feels good when they say, I liked it, I enjoyed it, I retweeted it. You want to thank them and say, hey, thank you for retweeting my tweet. That really means the world to me. So instead of just constantly tweeting, no liking, commenting, that doesn't do anything for you. So the more you interact, the more others will interact with you. When you say so, Will?
Yes, it's a give and take, folks. And I think you want to notice that what we're doing here is really talking about providing value. We're not talking about sharing your links. Here's the thing, folks. This is still a people business, okay? And just like you don't like telemarketers calling you around 7 o'clock and trying to get you to move away from your television or dinner so that they can teach you or cultivate you or want you to buy their product, the same principle applies here. The first interaction you have with someone cannot, I repeat, cannot be your link to your business. I certainly understand the sense of urgency you may have about wanting to profit in your business because, hey, you got bills to pay. But listen, nobody gives a damn.
Yeah.
Okay, nobody gives a damn. So in order for you to get people to really, really, really get to know, like, and trust you, you're going to have to cultivate a relationship online. And if you choose to use any social media, but we are talking about Twitter right now, it's 144 characters that you have that opportunity to do that with. And we're trying to share with you how to skillfully use this platform so that you can achieve those goals. It's a process. It is not an overnight thing. So that's why you have a daily activity. That's why numbers are important. And you need to know what your numbers are so that you can achieve your ultimate goal. Listen, if this is not for you, we understand. But if you want to make it live for you, you've got to take these routes. No shortcuts, baby.
Yep, that is for sure. Are you getting value? If you're getting value, leave a comment in Willie and Daria's Unstoppable Entrepreneurs. We would love to hear from you. And if you have any questions, you can leave them there as well. All right, so moving on to the next slide. All right, so here's my Twitter activity. So we're talking about February 9th to February 15th. I got 3,487 impressions for that week. And what that means is 3,487 people have been looking at my content. And this is before I started implementing the strategy that I'm going to teach you. So then once I started the strategy, which was about maybe 3 weeks later, look at that. I got 20,855 impressions in a 24-hour period.
Wow.
Amazing, right? I mean, I had to even put my little image there, like, wow, because that amazed me. I was like, oh, this thing works. So,
and that's the bottom line, folks. Getting results. That's what you want, but you got to do it the right way.
Yeah. So I did the things that I shared with you in the previous slide. Moving forward, I'm going to let you know how I did it in an easier, quicker way where it'll take no time daily to get it done. All right. So moving on to the next slide. All right. So what I did was I automated this. I automated the process because I'm all about, working smart and not hard. So one of the tools that I use is called Tweet Jukebox. They do have a free version. However, I do recommend that you upgrade to the paid version because you'll get much more out of it.
And you're a business person.
Right. And
don't be afraid of spending money in your business. You don't invest in you, nobody else is going to. And if you don't invest in your business will eventually fail. Free products does not lead to freedom.
So, you're right. Absolutely. So it's a moderate fee of $12 a month or something like that. So with Tweet Jukebox, you're able to tweet image quotes, like I mentioned before, blog posts. You're able to tweet videos from your YouTube channel, text quotes, success quotes, and any other content that you want to put out there, that you want to share to your lead capture pages, to your product, to your service, whatever it is that you want your viewers, your audience to see, you can tweet it through automation. So that means while you're working, while you're out shopping, doing housework, whatever it is, hanging out with the kids, you're tweeting.
Here's where automation is really critical. Many of you, like ourselves, have full-time jobs.
Mm-hmm.
So during those working hours when you can't touch this stuff because it's a conflict of interest, you need to have something working for you. So this is where automation is. And until that point where you can actually fire your boss, you want to get into the habit of utilizing automation, because guess what? Eventually, that'll free you up to engage face-to-face with people so that you never have to give up one to do the other. So this is where automation is a gold mine. And the more automation that you can utilize in your business practices, the better and more freedom and time you'll have to do the things that you love.
Absolutely. And automation is really designed for you to have time to do other things in your business. And the main thing is engagement. So if you're already posting automatically or automagically, as Ray Higgin would say, it gives you time to do that. You can now go on Facebook and interact with the people that like your fan page. You can go on Instagram if you're on Instagram and see those that are commenting on your Instagram posts. And the same thing with Twitter. Whoever's interacting with your tweets and retweeting them, you want to be able to say, hey, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And also get to see what other people are tweeting and and comment on theirs as well. So that's what the automation process is for. It gives you room, it gives you time to go and handle other aspects of your business. Okay. All right, so here is one of the products that I use. Another one that I use. It's called Status Brew. It used to be called Unfollowers. And actually, it is one word. I separated it, but it should be one word, Status Brew. And with this platform, you're able to unfollow your followers. Remember, I mentioned in the previous slide that you wanna be able to follow, but you also want to unfollow those that are not following you. But you want to do it strategically. You don't want to do it every day because people are not on Twitter every day. So you want to get people to get on and decide whether they're going to follow you or not. So 10 days is good. Every 10 days, you unfollow those that are not following you, and that'll give you room for new followers. Because the way Twitter works is that everybody gets to follow 5,000 people. Once you hit 5,000 people, there is a ratio. You need to have, let's say you want to follow 6,000 people. You have to have at least 5,400 followers. So there is their algorithm is of such where you have to have so many followers to so many people that you follow, if that makes sense. That makes sense, honey?
Yes, it does.
Okay. So number 2, you want to search for a new audience on Twitter. And you want to search for an audience that's congruent to your niche. So if you're in the health and wellness, you want to hit those sites of people that are in the health and wellness because they would be interested in your products or interested in your tweets. And then you follow them. So once you find them, then you follow them. So you want to follow companies. You want to follow public figures in your niche. And then what you do is you follow their followers. So you look for people that have huge following, like 100K following. You know, someone that really has a huge influence. And then you follow those followers because those people are already in your niche because they're following that public figure in that niche. Makes sense? So for example, I have another example. I have network marketing companies. So if you're in network marketing and you have tools and training to share and to sell, you want to look for network marketing companies. And then you follow their followers. And then you want to look for a public figure. I have published figure, but you want to look for a public figure that has thousands, if not, thousands of followers, and you follow them. And then you want to tweet as often as possible. And I'll show you how you can tweet as much as you want. Really, really cool stuff. All right. If you're getting value, let me know. Leave a comment. Like I said, go into Willie and Daria's Unstoppable Entrepreneurs and leave a comment and just letting everyone know that you are getting value from this mastermind. Anything you want to say before I move on, hon?
No.
Okay. All right, so this is where you can contact us again at Willie and Daria's Unstoppable Entrepreneurs Group. And you can leave a comment there. And we have a website with a bunch of cool training and tips and tricks and tactics to help you build your business. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to end this and I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I do. I'm going to go into the software. It would be nice.
Yay!
If I go into...
See,
all right.
Quiet as it's kept. She's the techie person. So while you guys are getting this, I'm getting it too.
All right. Cool beans. All right. So the first place I'm going to take you is called Tweet Jukebox. All right. I love this tool. Oh my God. Love, love, love this tool. So I'm going to take you into the jukeboxes. Now, when you first sign on to Jukebox, you get a free jukebox. This is the free one here. And what the free jukebox does, I guess I got to log in again because I haven't been in it for a while. So let me do that. All right. So I'm going to take you to the free jukebox just so you can get a sense of what this is. So as soon as you sign in, this is what you get. So you get a whole bunch of tweets already done for you. And I didn't turn these on yet because I want to customize them. You can take these tweets, which I think are pretty cool tweets. You know, a goal should scare you a little bit and excite you a lot by Joe Vitale. Pretty cool quote. Now, what you can do is take that quote and make a branded image. And what I mean by branded image, it would be an image of you or anything that has to do with you, with your website on the bottom or somewhere in the image, and then you could put the quote in the image as well, and then tweet it. So now it gives it a little pizzazz. It gives it, you know, it makes it more you, because you're not stealing the quote. You're sharing the quote. You're saying, you're giving value, or you're giving credence to the person that created this quote. You're just sharing it, because what it is you want people to recognize your content. So that's where the branding comes in at. So when you do your images, make sure you have your website or someplace where someone can find you, whether it's your fan page on Facebook or an email or something where someone can communicate with you. So that's the first thing you get. And look at that, 200 records. You get 200. So these haven't been tweeted yet because I haven't used them yet. But what I did was I do share my blog content. So right now I have 12 records. So these go out, and I'm going to show you the scheduling and all that stuff. So I have, these are images that go to our blog. And then what I did was, since we only have 140 characters, I use, in most cases, the title of the blog. And then what I did was I used what is called a bit.ly link, which is a link shortener, so that I can get as many characters in my tweet as possible and yet send them somewhere. I was even able to do some hashtags, you know, so that when people do a search for these hashtags, my content would come up. So right now I have 12. Now, so I loaded these in. Here's the schedule. This is what I wanted to show you. So these are my tweets, and this is the schedule. So these tweets go out every 32 minutes. What I learned about Twitter is that you can tweet the same content as often as you like, and you're not penalized for it. I didn't know that before. I would tweet maybe once a day, once in the morning. Maybe I might tweet something in the evening, but every 32 minutes, awesome. I didn't even know that existed.
You'd be in Facebook jail if you did that with Facebook.
Right.
And Google.
And the same content. So that's, now you're starting to see the power, right? Because if you're following people every day, and then you're unfollowing those that are not following you, and you're making sure that your followers are niche specific, you see how the right people can get in front of your content. I mean, this is really powerful. So just to show you how easy it is to schedule, all you do is click on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, right? And whatever you do to Monday, it's going to change the whole week. So you don't have to do the whole week. So let's say I wanted to make this 33 minutes just to show you. And then what I would do is adjust my schedule and save and exit. I'm going to adjust it and apply changes. All right. I don't know what happened, but I'm glad that happened. All right, because that's not what I wanted. All right, so let me go back. All right. I don't know why it's not. All right. Oh, okay. I see. I got to click on it again. All right. Mind you, I've only been doing this for about 3 weeks. All right. I want this back to here. And I'm going to put this on 33 just so you can see. So I'm glad this happens because we're not experts on it, but we're using it and it works. So I saved it, exit, see that 33 all the way down, right? That's what I wanted to show you. All right, so we also we're part of a training platform called MLSP, and we share a lot of their content. They have really great training content.
And if you're not part of it and you're listening to this, you need to take a look. Look, it amazes me that every single person who's on top of the food chain, who has made millions of dollars from this industry, has this sad commentary about how much people like yourself do not invest in themselves, and worse, some of them invest in things and never follow through. The success ratio in our industry is high, but guess what? It's not unique to our industry. Listen, we love sports, but only a small percentage of athletes make it on the baseball diamond, the football field, the basketball court, the tennis court. Only a small percentage of students graduate to become great doctors, great mathematicians. Only a small percentage of folks even get civil service jobs to become police officers, corrections officers, firefighters, and so on and so forth. So once again, we have to break away from that mystique, that nonsense mystique that, our industry is so failure laden. It's not. But where it starts is your ability to stick through the muck and mire that's in your own mind, not in the industry. Once you get past yourself, you tend to get past other obstacles quicker.
All right. That was our side note. All right. I need as you can see, I have success quote images. Oh, let me show you here so you can really see what it looks like. So success quote images, also have success quote text, and we're in the travel industry, so we do what is called travel quotes. But you can put any category that you want in here. You can add as many jukeboxes so far as you want. You can also schedule specific tweets, like there's specific stuff that we're promoting here, so this doesn't go out as often. It goes out every 5 hours, every 6 hours. So we have that going on as well. You can also add accounts. I don't have another account in here yet, but we will. And that is the tweet jukebox. Also, there's a jukebox library. So let's say you don't really have time to create content. They have a library of content, which I'm going to show you here, that you can use, that you can promote. And they have 500 quotes here. They have, and all this stuff is downloadable, and you can download it right onto your account and use it. Social media content. I didn't even look through this stuff yet. So, I mean, this tool is powerful. This is the owner here. So he has stuff here for you. There's training to show you how to get the best out of it. It's just a phenomenal
awesome
tool. I mean,
awesome sauce.
When I saw this tool, I was totally blown away. I didn't even know it existed. And it was free for a while, free. And then once people started using it, then, you know, for certain things, if you wanted to do certain practices, there is a premium membership, which is totally worth it. Totally. So that is Tweet Jukebox. The other tool that I use, which I feel goes hand in hand because this goes on every day, I use what is called the status brew. All right. And what this tool does, it helps you to follow quickly. So let me see. I want to go to the beginning. Let me see. I want to get to the very, very beginning. Let me see. I want to go. Yeah, let me go to the dashboard. All right. So when you log in, this is what it looks like. So you log into your Twitter account, and you can also log into your Instagram account. I don't really use it so much for Instagram because I have something else that I use for Instagram, but you can add another account as well. So I'm going to add my account. I'm going to click on my account. And what you can do is you can follow people, public figures. So right now, the two sources that I'm following is Amy Porterfield and Mark Malade. They're both in the industry and they have huge followings. I mean, like huge. So what I wanted to show you is, let me go back. Let me go back to the dashboard. I wanted to show you sources. So this is where you add your sources. So let's say you wanted to add like a network marketing company. So you would go here and then you would type in your network marketing company. Let's say, for instance, the one I know is Send Out Cards. Type out Send Out Cards. And you need to put the @ symbol. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I would have to get rid of one of these because you can only put 2 of those types of accounts. You can do other sources. You can add a Twitter search, and you can add a public Twitter list. I've only used this add a source Twitter account. So I'm not sure how to use these yet. All right, but if you wanted to delete an account, let's say I'm going to remove this source just so you can see it. All right, because I can always put it back. All right, so let me go back to sources. I'm going to add a source. I'm going to put in @ Send Out Cards @ source. And what it does, it okay, what happened? All right, so what it did was it went into Twitter and it collected the data for Send Out Cards. Okay, so now I'm going to go into my account, go into the community. I'm going to click on Send Out Cards. Right now, normally what I would do is go into Facebook not Facebook, into Twitter to see how many followers Send Out Cards has. But for the purposes of this video, I'm just going to show you the actual activity that I do. So I'm going to go here on the right-hand side. Look at my arrow. On the right-hand side, I'm going to do fast. I can do fast unfollow and fast follow. So what I want to do is follow all the people that like Send Out Cards because I got something for those people. And what I do is I just click on follow. And then the system is just going to allow me to follow until the system says, according to how many followers I have and how many followers I have and how many people I follow, the system will determine how many people I can follow. And I can just keep clicking and click, and you see it's at 18 right now, right? Look, it's at 18. And I'm just following and following all these people until the system's going to finally say, okay, you hit your limit. And look at this. I'm following 41 people already. And I'm just, my hand, there you go. My hand is just laying on the mouse until Twitter says, that's it. You can't follow anymore. And it tells you here, it says Twitter has a daily limit of 1,000. That's why I said 1,000. And you cannot follow more than 1,000 people in a day. All right. However, I have over 500 people that I follow. So it says once you have followed 5,000 people or 5,000 users, there are limits to the number of additional followers you can follow. This limit is different for every user and is based on your ratio of followers to following. So it's very important. In case you have followed 120 people in a short span of time, there is a checkpoint imposed by Twitter. Please wait a minute before you try again. So you can wait a few minutes and let's see if it'll let me follow anymore. But I think I've hit my limit, but let's see. Okay, so I'm done for today because I already hit that 5,000 limit. So it's only going to let me follow as many people that is within that algorithm that they, that 10%. I have to maintain a 10% ratio of following to followers. So for example, if you want to follow 6,000 people, you have to have at least 5,400 followers. So I hope that makes sense. So I'm in that area where that gray area, I'm not quite at 5,400 followers. So I can't follow 6,000 people yet. And that's how that system works. Now they do have more advanced stuff where you can filter, and I haven't used it yet. So I will have to come back and do a training on that once I use it. I haven't dabbed into that. So just using Tweet Jukebox and these two together, oh my God.
Awesome.
Because
awesome.
because the key is you have to follow people in your niche. If you're not following the right people, they're not going to be interested in your content and they're not going to follow you back.
That's a waste of time.
Right. So I'm just going to show you.
Look for people who are looking for you.
So I'm going to show you. I'm going to go back to Mark because I've been following people from his list since Facebook is, I mean, not Facebook, I keep saying Facebook. Since Send Out Cards is new as of today, I'm going to show you how you unfollow people. So these are the people that are not following me back. So you click the mode to fast unfollow. Right? Now all these people are not following me back, and I'm really not due to unfollow until next week. So I'm just going to do 2 of them just so you can see how simple it is. It's really, really simple. I mean, how long does it take to follow and unfollow with this system? No time. So if you sit down every night until you get to 5,000 followers and you follow 1,000 people a night, you can just keep clicking and clicking and clicking and talking and clicking and eating or whatever else, have a sip, a drink, a text or whatever. You can get it done. You can get it done within 15, 20 minutes or so. It really doesn't take that long. Now, don't make the fatal mistake that I made in the beginning. What I did was I jumped on Tweet Jukebox and I got all caught up in that and set it up and everything. Was really excited with the fact that I can schedule out my posts. I'm gonna come back to Google Hangouts. And I was able to schedule my post and everything, but I didn't set up the status brew or the unfollowers. Some people know it as unfollowers and then they change their name. And I got results right away, but I wasn't exercising the power of unfollowing those that are not following me. Why have them there if they're not active, if they're not interested in the content that I have? You want people that are following you that are interested in what you have. So for a few days, I didn't really get into the status brew. And then something said, you know what, let me see what this status brew is about. Let me go back into the training. Let me implement that. And wow, the results that I showed you, that's what happened. So it was pretty amazing. I hope you got value from our training today. Our goal was to help you get set up, which we did last week, get you going, getting your profile going. And today was to help you get followers, just knowing exactly what to do so that you can get it done and still have the rest of your evening to do other things, whether it's, you know, to be with your children, your husband, more time to do other things in your business. But as far as Twitter is concerned, you are straight, you are locked.
So guess what? In 2 weeks, we got your feet wet, and now you're in waist deep. All you need to do now is to take action, follow up, practice, do it, make your errors, exacerbate your learning curve, master this thing, make some money, and come back and tell us about your success.
Absolutely. And again, go to Willie and Darius Unstoppable Entrepreneurs on Facebook. If you're not a member, part of our group as of yet, send us a request. We'll get you in.
Let's get this thing rolling. Let's get rocking. Let's make it happen. Let's make 2016 greater than it has been.
Absolutely.
We're only in month 3. We got another 9 months to go. Anything can happen.
We're only in the first quarter.
We're
still in the first quarter of the year. So you got time to make it happen. So this has been the fastest turnaround on a strategy that I have learned ever. So join us over there, and we'll see you next week. And have a wonderful Easter.
Ciao.